muchachos. So this week on Fab Fad Collab, we are doing Rant Week. Probably one of my favorite weeks because then that way, before the holiday season, I can get all my anger out about stuff that maybe you don't really care about, but I really care about. My topic for today's rant is going to be the transit system here. Now, mind you, we have a pretty good transit system here compared to other places in the world, but the thing that bugs me about transit is the people. One, I'm going to talk about bus drivers. Now, there are different kinds of bus drivers. There's the annoying talkative bus driver that tries to talk to you when you are like one of the only people on the bus. There's the asshole bus driver who doesn't stop when you're at the bus stop. Now, this has happened to me before. I was the only one standing at the bus stop and I was waiting for my bus patiently. I've been waiting there for like 15 minutes and I see the bus come up and I'm like, yes, the bus is finally here. I walk right up to the pole where it says bus stop. It pulls up and just drives away. And I'm like, what the hell? I was the only one at the bus stop and there was barely any people on that bus. You could have stopped for 2 seconds to pick me up, but no, and then I had to wait another 20 minutes for a bus. What an asshole. Now I'm going to talk about the other people on the bus. So the other transit users. Now, there are a lot of people at my school that take the bus. And so almost every bus that you get on is like full. And everyone knows this. Everyone knows that almost everyone from our school gets on the bus. And this happens almost every single day when I get on the bus. A bunch of people flood in the bus, and then people get pushed, and it's like, whoa, people. It's not like there's the last grain of rice on earth on the bus. You don't have to push people to the ground to get on the bus. And then we get on the bus, and there are people that still need to get on the bus, but people are all clumped in the middle of the bus. And everyone knows that you have to move to the back of the bus, to the very back of the bus. Like, go up the little steps to the ledge at the back of the bus, and you need to stand way at the back so that everyone can get on. But no, people just stand at the bottom of those little steps before the ledge, and they don't move to the back of the bus. And every single day, the bus driver has to be like, move to the back of the bus, and they stand there for like 2 minutes, and we're just like waiting to get on the bus. And no, this person doesn't move. It's like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Move to the back. You can see that people are trying to get on the bus. You have to move to the back. It's so infuriating. And then the person finally moves to the back, but they don't move back all the way. And then the bus driver has to say, move all the way to the back of the bus. No, they still don't do it. If I was a bus driver, I would go all off on these kids. Seriously. I would be like, if you don't move your ass to the back of the bus, we are not leaving the bus stop. I would yell at them. Seriously. I would get so infuriated. I'm glad I'm not trying to pursue that career. Then, they finally move to the back bus and everyone gets on, but then there's still not enough room because people have their huge giant backpacks on. And obviously, there's going to be more room on the bus if you take off your backpack and you put it on the floor and hold it with your legs. But no, people still don't do it. And every single day they go through the same routine, and it's always that one stupid person who doesn't move to the back of the bus and who doesn't take their backpack off. And then there's always like 3 people that don't get on the bus, and they obviously can fit. Some other people on the bus that annoy me are the people who have their headphones in, right? You know, that's fine. You can listen to music on the bus. But no, they have their headphones blaring their stupid music that I don't like. I don't care if you like that music. I don't like your music. I don't want to hear it. And it's just like blaring and everyone can hear it. And it's like, can you not? Just turn your music down a tiny little bit, just like 3 notches down. You'll still be able to hear it. It's not like you're not going to be able to hear your music. You're still going to be able to hear your music. It's just, we don't want to hear your music. Thank you. And then there are those people who yell and scream and jump and on the bus. Like, you're taking the bus. Your friend is sitting right next to you. You don't need to yell at them. And then there are the people who are on their phones and they play a game, right? Fine, you can play a game on the bus. I understand playing a game on the bus is pretty boring, riding a bus. But then they don't turn the volume down on their game. So everyone on the bus can hear their game noises. Like, boop, 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 boop. No one wants to hear that. It's so annoying. Turn your volume down, turn it on mute, please and thank you. And then when you try and get off the bus. Now, trying to get off on a full, crowded bus is the hardest thing to do. Because there are always those people that don't move for you when you're trying to get off the bus. And once, this girl wouldn't move out of my way so I could get off the bus. And because of her, I almost missed, the driver almost drove away. Felt like I said excuse me like 5 times. I looked at her face, and I was like, can you move please? And then she was like, oh, sorry. And then she moves 2 inches. She moves 2 inches. Do you think that's going to help me? It is not. And so I shoved her out of the way and got off the bus. And then, here are those stupid people with their backpacks. They come back and they have their backpack on. You're trying to get off and their backpack is in the way. This is why you have to take off your backpack. Now here are the rude people on the bus who don't get up when an old person walks on the bus. And they're sitting in the elderly and disabled seats and they don't get up for the old people. How rude you have to be. You know that they have to sit there. You know that those seats are reserved for elderly people or people with disabilities. And then the women with strollers, like, they have to get up from those seats too and like lift up the seats so that the stroller can fit on the bus. But they don't move. And the bus driver has to yell at them to move because they won't move. It's the most ridiculous thing. Like, why don't you just move and then you won't get yelled at and then they'll actually think you're a nice person. Anyways, that felt good to get that off my chest because sometimes I hate taking transit. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Fad Collab and subscribe to my personal channel. Now, I know I haven't been doing any videos lately for my personal channel, but I have some videos planned up here for my personal channel. And follow me on Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr, and you can also follow the collab channel on Twitter. All the links will be in the down bar below, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye! Sorry.